Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Faff with me. For anybody new, the word faff comes from the UK and is encapsulated by the following quote from The Wind in the Willows by Ratty Tumole. There is nothing, absolutely nothing, half so much worth doing as simply messing about in boats. So faffing is that kind of just puttering around. And I have a lot of tail ends of thises and that's and starts of others that we will see what we get. I have a morning cup of tea, second cup, just so you know, the second cup of tea, not from the location. Timer's on for about an hour and we'll see what we get. Alrighty, so this, which you see here, is going to be the inside cover of the journal that I have for Junk Journal January. And I'm not putting that down as sort of a Junk Journal January title, though I may put it in the actual title card thing, if you know what I mean. Oh. Come on. There. And I now have a little work jar here, so that's very exciting. Look at us progress. Okay, so that's the journal. And so what I want is to use this, was a USG map that Shell's Creative Chaos used to wrap a Mondo piece of Happy Mail. And so we can Franken make the paper, I think. But we need to be, I don't want to say cautious, we need to be specific. Maybe that's the right word. Get rid of that little bit of tape. So weather report, it's probably around, I don't know, 5 degrees out. It's partly sunny. So I actually did see a ray of sun today. So I will say the sun has shone today once for a bit. So that's pretty exciting. So what do I want to do? So I want to make this map maximum. I want as much map. I don't want the white space. There we are. I want as much map as possible. So I think we need to do some, first of all, repairs. This needs some trimming because there's a scotch taped fold. A little bit of paper surgery. There we are. Some more. Okay. And so this needs to be glued down. One of the other things that I really like about this is it's got a lot of packing tape on the back, and that I think is going to give this more sturdiness. Okay, here we are. There's the glue stick. So I am well happy that February 1st is over with. And I'm happy that so I always enjoy doing Junk Journal January, not gonna lie, one of my favorites. Along with Junk Journal July. Always happy when it's over though, because it's like, oh, I want to do my own projects now. And sometimes it feels like you're stuck. Okay, that needs to come down here. Why don't we just take it off? It's probably how we got the rip in the first place. There, use that. And that goes flat. Yes, okay. There. So So flat-ish, flat-ish. Technically speaking, I can do that. How tall is this? I think we're going to have to move some of that down as well, and that's okay. So if I do that, yeah, we'll be fine. And I want that. So that's another piece that needs, yep, needs a little bit more flattening. I just picked up that blade and I hadn't shut it. Is that flat? That's flat now, okay. Can do it that way. Or we can do it that way. This is going to be on the end, so oh my goodness, it's a piece of paper. Just cut it if you don't like it. Goodness sakes. There. Good enough. So, we want to plunk it kind of like that. Okay, so I'm going to just take some of this. I know I'm going to have to use the high test stuff on the packing tape, but I can probably use the, I don't know why I wanted to call that table glue. Almost like table salt, but not really. Here we are. Oops, oh, we stuck. We stuck. Yep, that's all that, okay. I have so many things that I suddenly want to do now that January's over. And some things that I need to provide updates on. The Edith Holden January update needs to happen. I want to do some dyeing with the iron that I just foraged using a technique that K3N put on her YouTube channel. There. Oh, is that going to be leaking on the other side? Maybe. That's okay. That is right. Here. And so that it's German paper. Come on. Oops, 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 oops. Not straight. There we are. Possibly still not straight, but straightish. What do we want to do here? So there's the bottom. So there's the top-ish. And I've just given myself a little bit of leeway just in the event of unforeseen circumstances. And I think we all know how awful it is to encounter the unforeseens. But look at that piece. Really, oops, that's got packing tape underneath it. Yep, there we are. And then, oops, that was the glue. Let me go get the glue. I hope it didn't hit glue side sludge. Oh, it did! Absolutely. Wow. I have things to say about that. Hang on. I need to clean up on all 5. Literally, because I got a splodge of glue on my floor now. Here we are. So that 100% followed the theoretical and practical laws of physics of if you drop a piece of buttered bread, it will land butter side down. If you drop a tube of uncapped glue, it will land perfectly like that, because that's how it landed. Okay, so we've got that part done. Put the ruler back over there. Now this is a beautiful piece. It needs to go that way. And I can do it like that. And I almost want to just cut that whole piece off. The ruler again. I don't know where she got these. She being Shell's Creative Chaos. I think they are fabulous pieces of paper. They are so yummy. You could make some really awesome papers out of that. Okay, so let's plunk this down and see if that gives us the width. No, which is totally okay. So we need the wider one to go this way, which I think is this one. Yep. And then we're gonna, well, we could probably just scooch it and not worry, because this, I was gonna say the seam, this is the spine, and so the edges can still fold that way. So let's try that. Okay, so what do I want to do? What did I say I wanted to do? It's not going to lie perfectly flat, but that's all right. This isn't going to be taken into battle. It is going to be looked at once for a flip through, and then very, very, very infrequently. So what did I say I wanted to do? Will this size work? Yes, okay. So if we glue that down that way, then we know that that end and this is going to be wide enough. And this is all high-test glue, okay. Mm-hmm. I'm really looking forward to the flip through of this book because, well, I have no recollection, more or less, of any of the earlier pieces, so that's always it's a delight for me to go, oh, I remember that, but I wouldn't be able to remember it of my own accord. Here we are. Good enough. Does that stick? It needs to stick. There. Okay. Then we have this one. So that's got to be at the top. And that's an edge. That's an edge. And then we can bring that in. Kind of like that? Sure. So that's going to be about there. And I'm just doing it slightly under the paper so that, oops, nope, 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 nope. So that we get a good glue zone, but also it becomes invisible. So that's the curve that I want. Okay, should be good enough. Okay. And we are lining it up like this. Nope, not there. Here. Wow. Slightly over. There we are. That's it. That's a cut piece. There. And all of that. Where is, here we are, bone folder. Oh, no. Well, it's going to be like that. Okay. Look at us. Frankened. So we are going to cut out. I feel compelled to keep all of these outside bits as well because they are interesting pieces of paper. Nope. Come on. Oh, come on. Jeepers the weepers. There we are. That's better. Move it all away. pile of glue. I want to keep this because they're fun. They're fun. Okay, and one more. And one more. There we are. Whew! Okay, so that needs some glue. There. Okay, the only piece that is upside, pardon me, I did not mean to offend anybody, that is upside down is this one, which is pretty great. Now this is the front, so this is going to go like that, and we are going to get it fixed somehow. What would be the best way to do this? Part of me wants to gluey glue. So let's try that. So the bottom gluey glue will work well. The center gluey glue, not so much. And I think I'm not sure, I might sew this. I probably should. But this will give it an initial attachment. It'll be just fine. Just fine. There. Okay, now that's the bottom. I know that for sure. And that's okay. Oops. Bah. There. There. Oh, okay, so I do need to sew this because I need ties, I think. And I think I will find some suitably colored sari silk. But then that's going to be that's going to be really nice. And I fussy cut that. I could even do that. That might even be better. Hides a multitude of sins. So we will put that aside and let this dry. That's the word I was looking for. And then we've got to move all of this here, which are still the 3 almost finished but not quite pages from Junk Journal January. And I took the liberty of doing some Nancy consultation to get the final pieces of her wisdom, such as it is. Okay, this is what I want. This and this came off with that. That goes with that. Oh, there needs to be a really big old stored out. Here we are. Okay, So I have this here. So bless Nancy, a small place on the outskirts. Fabulous. I also really like, so this used to be, okay, crisis. Oh, please don't rip. Come on, wiggly wig. Don't bust on me, don't bust. Well, a little bit. Nothing the little ink won't solve. So this card used to look like that as a flat image. And then to cut it there with the fence here and then do this gives it an incredible three-dimensional look to it that I really appreciate. And this cliff is so vertical that it just goes straight in, which is pretty great. So I think I want to do a small place. I don't, yes I do, because it's weird. There. Small place on the outskirts, there we are. And that looks perfect there. Don't know why I needed the whole carpet of stamps, but well, is what it is. Matches that green really, really well. So I'm gonna take these, put these off to the side. Out of harm's way. But this card isn't finished yet because we need to do some funness with it. Okay, so if we can sort of do that maybe. And what color do we want? I think we can do this library green because I think the library green matches that color really nicely. So what do we want to do? We'll do that one. Okay, there we are, good enough. And something like that. Ooh, that looks fun. Not to worry. And then just a little bit of blue. There. So there's that one. And I would call that finished now. These go here. So I got this little bit here that says please look, which I think is kind of fun. That should be the last one. Oh no, and here, quite happy here, which is the bear and then the final envelope where all of that goes in, just like that. Okay, stay. So we have 4 signatures to sew in. Whose silly idea was this to do a 4th signature? Okay, so that's going to be sewn in like that. And we actually have almost, I would say, almost close to a perfect sized cover that I thought was way too big to start with. So I am going to leave that, and I'm going to say, what can we do? Because I don't think I'm not emotionally prepared to sew in a signature at the moment, which is totally okay. So we don't have to do anything we don't want to. So this is 13 inches. So 13 is 6.5. That is, it's 2 inches. So 6.5, 2 inches. Yep, we're good. It's going to be to there and to there. Now I've got to cut that into 4. Should do that on a scrap piece of paper. Lo and behold, we have one. I'm going to do one that's the size of the spine so I can actually use it, as opposed to this. Oh, which is the size of the spine. Never mind. There's the side of the paper, blah, blah, blah. So how do I divvy that up into even four? Go one there. Half an inch. It's 1, 2, 3. So it's not half an inch. Has to be less. So it's 3/8. Somewhere between just a little under half. So there's a half an inch. I'm a silly person. I am a silly person. Of course there is a simpler way to do this. And I'm certain somebody somewhere is yelling. Let's try this again. So I've taken the measurement of 4 inches. There is half, there is half, there is half, midpoint, 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 midpoint. There we are. What a maroon. Is that 1/4 of an inch? Yes, it is. Wow. 1/4 inch. ½ inch. ½ inch. ½ inch. How tall is the cover thing? Where is it? Here it is. It is what it is. I'm going to do half. And then, I don't know, we'll do that. Do I want 5? Maybe. I'll give myself the option. Again, this is not going into battle. It's, we're good. There. So we've got that, and I feel like we're good. So that's the spine dewy. We've got these all done. We're letting that rest of that thing dry, and oh, I need this that will go in the center. Maybe this, I'm not sure. This might be a fun go with, I'm not sure. So there we have that. Okay, so we're at 37 minutes. What else can I do? Well, one of the things that I can do is this. So this is for K3N's stitch along. Wow, that was a lot. And it's currently, this week is a hexie, or using English paper piecing, using hexie. And she has a very thoughtful way of thinking about what is going to be created. So she's mounting all of this in a book, and she mounts it with a side, so you can flip the material over and you can see. So she's created a grandmother's flower, grandmother's garden, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in an arrangement. So petals are all roughly the same shade, and then something that pops in the center. And she's kept the paper that she used to use the backing for English paper piecing is a handwritten poem that she put on some card, and then has kept the card and the sewing of the English paper piecing in as part of the art. And I might use, so I don't think I am doing the mounting that way, so I might just have to do some English paper piecing. And the internet, generally a fabulous place, or it can be a fabulous place, let's say that. This is getting complicated that quickly. Has templates for EPP pieces, which this is. Maybe one more line, I don't know. I'm certain there are punches, paper punches that people have that are a hexagon I might just cut this after all that, because this is a pain. And you can also purchase pre-stamped or pre-punched EPP pieces. Okay, so I have 2, I mean 7. And I need 7, yes. This is a hexagonal, and you can do any kind of shape you want. So there are some ridiculously complex EPP quilts out there that are fussy cut and what's the word I want to say? Intricately pieced pieces, like tiny little slivers that are all bitted together. I am happy doing a hexagon, and that is the limit that my brain is willing to invest in this. It's like, we'll play, but don't hurt me. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I need one more. Do this one. So that's going to be the paper. Okay, I need it. So just got really excited there for a minute. I need one more. Take bets on, or call amongst yourselves what you think the gasp is for, and what do you think I'm going to try. So we've got a bunch of those. We have a spare, and the other thing that I want to do is take one of these down here. So you need fabric that is slightly bigger than the size of this to be able to fold that fabric edge in, bind it, and then flip it over and then sew it together. So you need a fabric template, and they're usually about 1/4 of an inch. I'll do 3/8. 3/8? 1/4 of an inch. It's gonna be off anyways, it doesn't matter. And so this is going to be the fabric piece. Or to use, oops, that didn't work. Some lead. There. That is the royalty-free music that is my elevator music. Here's a bit of a tedious job. Talk amongst yourselves. There, okay. K3N did not do, she free-handed it, the cutting out the material piece, and she has way more experience doing this than I do, and so it makes sense for her to be very comfortable just going, that's right, she will have that picture in her head. So did anybody guess that that's what I wanted to try? Yes. I'll do it this way. So this is just, it doesn't need to be super precise. This is the piece that needs to be precise. Because the edges will be tucked under. Oh, if this works, this will be amazing. Okay. So that's the pattern. So the way this works, I'm going to need a needle and thread in a minute. So do this. And then essentially what you're going to be doing is folding over the material. And then folding this side, tacking it down, folding this side, tacking it down. You get the idea. Rinse, repeat. You get to the end, and then you pop that down like that. Oh, I wonder if that would work. I feel like I have to try that. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I need 7 to go with this because I have a lot of this. To the surprise of no one, I have accumulated a lot of that. But that is going to look really funky as a piece of stitched art. What are we at? We're at 47. Okay, so I think we'll get these 7 cut out, and we will call that a video. And I need to get back to some kind of, well, it was regularly scheduled programming in terms of every day was a junk journal January to the best of my ability. But now we're back in exploration mode. I feel like these alongs are kind of like creative tune-ups or creative seminars where you have the space to really just play, to just do whatever you want, try something, see it fail, try something, see it succeed, try something, see it, meh. Next time I will do it, I will modify X, Y, Z. And then with that new set of skills, we go back out into the journaling realm and we have, if not consciously, at least unconsciously developed some more muscles. 5, I need 2 more. Okay, here we are. So, what's my challenge? So here is, oh, I didn't need them because I already have one. All right, well, there we are. So I'm going to do EPP using the coffee filter dyed paper that I have. I also need to do an EPP with fabric, I think. But that's what we're going to be doing, and so I have until Monday to do this, so we're probably going to get on that. We need to sew in the signature, so let's make a little listy boo. Might as well use this. So we need to sew in signature, sew border, attach ties, sew in sigs, and there is a flip through, and then we will be done that. Woohoo! Then we have K3N EPP coffee filter, and EPP material. I also have to show you what I did last week, so that's done. We have the Edith Holden project update. We have the spring journal. What else do we have? Oh, the K3N iron dye. Oops. I think that's enough. Keep me busy. Keep me out of trouble. So, I think that's going to be all for now. A little bit of a short one. We're at 51, but I think that's a natural place to end. I'm super looking forward to playing around with this, because if this works, this will be amazing. Yep, so I think we are now into our outro, and my outro is, as always, I super appreciate your company. You mean absolutely the world to me. I really appreciate crafting with you. Stay out of trouble and mind your manners. I'll see you soon. Bye now.